Okay, welcome to Noise and Silve said. Thank you for listening or watching the first 3 episodes. I am Silve, and today we have my friend Aya. Please don't try to find her real name. It's for privacy reasons. I'm excited to talk to Aya because, as you know, we are entering con season, but there's no con because there's gatherings are not allowed. Screw you! I can't say what's the issue because, I might get flagged. We want this video out there. So, okay. So, Aya, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Aya. And what else?
I don't know, whatever you want to say. Like, why are you, how do we met? Why do you think you're here? How did I get you here? Did I force you? Stuff like that. Any introduction that would, I don't know. It's an introduction.
Okay. Hey, I'm Aya, and my full nickname is Aya Freya, but Aya is my real nickname. And I've been bribed by Silve.
I will
No
send her
joke.
food in the future when I have extra.
I've been blackmailed. Promise, I've been blackmailed.
No.
And we've been friends since for almost 20 years. Almost 20. Yeah, since 2002, since Anime Clan started.
Oh my
So she's
God.
still,
Yes. Oh, I'm old.
yes.
We're old.
You're still, yeah, you're still a college student in St. Paul.
Yes.
Yes. So it was way back 2000, 2002 when Anime Clan was founded. And she was one of the first original members of Anime Clan.
I don't think so.
Way,
But
way before.
I'm not sure. But all I know is I did find your numbers when people like posting their numbers in was it
Morph.
Fuse? Morph?
Yeah, it
Was it
was
Morph?
still Morph. Yeah,
Oh, I feel old.
Morph. I think it was Fuse or Morph. I don't know which one.
Dear
Was the
young people, I will put a link on what those two things are.
yeah, I could still remember the clans way back then. It was if you still remember Gamer Clan. Priest was originally from Gamer Clan, and then she shifted to Anime Clan. So
Yes, because
it's
anime
a
is fun.
history.
Art.
Yeah. So we meet there. She's one of our members, and I'm one of the officers.
She was a bully,
And
joke.
no, I'm not.
Just
Okay,
really
so
straightforward.
for my impression with Silve, I call her Silve, not Silve.
I think it was your
So
sister's
my
fault. I think Lime started the whole
yeah,
Silve.
yeah. So Silve. So my first impression with Silve was is she's bubbly. She's a big child at heart.
I'm still
She's
12
very
years old.
kind. Yeah, she's very kind. And whenever you see her, she's always going to give you a hug, like always. And um, she accommodates every members very well. I mean, she can fit to anyone's personality very well.
I'm a flubber.
That's why I can't remember. I can't remember since she was a member that she got an enemy in the clan. So I think she's very friendly.
I'm just smiling like a crazy dog. Thank you very much. That feels so nice to hear. Ego boost,
And
yeah!
yeah. And also she's one of my most trusted circle of friends. You know that.
It's a very small circle. We have to keep
It's
it
a
small.
very, very small circle within the clan. So she's one of most trusted person.
So join the podcast. I'm trustworthy. What a way. Segue. So thank you. So next question. So impression was from the very first um guest I have on the podcast. So the next one is an awesome fail. I still don't know. I'm not sure if you already. I told you the questions, like the impression questions, are these are basically the icebreakers. So I'm not sure if you already have an awesome fail in your mind that you want to talk about or you want to share.
Who's fail? Oh my god. There's I can only remember one thing where I fail miserably. It was way back. This is again cosplay related failure. So this is way back 2007 toy no, it's ToyCon 2005 if you can still remember that. So we're cosplaying Magic Knight Ray Earth if you can still remember that. So
I think I
Magic Knight
have a
Ray
photo
Earth.
of that. Okay, go.
Yes, it was held in SM Mega Mall. So this is way back June 2005, ToyCon 2005. So we're one of the biggest group cosplay ever, like 26 members all in all
Oh,
to compete in a group cosplay competition. So we got a call time that every member should be on the venue by 2 p.m. And like I have a work on that day, Saturday. I have a work on that day and I came in the venue by 4 p.m. And our leader was so frustrated by that time because we have a dance number,
okay.
like the opening song of the Magic Night Earth, and we have to learn the steps. So I came in late. I don't know the steps. I have to learn it by like 15 minutes because we're next in line. I think we're number 2 in the list. So
Okay.
I have to learn it in 15 minutes, and the worst thing of all, I just got my period on that time. I
Yeah.
forgot I forgot I forgot to bring a short, and Hikaru's dress,
It's
right?
messy. It's really
Yes.
messy.
Yes. So I don't know how to move. I don't know how to and when we're called, I have to walk up the stairs to the stage. So imagine imagine the frustration, the humiliation. But good thing my sister was there, sister Laime, and she let me borrow her shorts that time. So
Here, you
I
can
think
have my shorts.
everything everything goes well.
She
But
just
that was
goes,
one of the most, unforgettable failures ever. But you can actually see the steps or the dance steps in YouTube. We have that. You can
I
see
will
how
look
I
for it and we
fail.
will link everything so
Yeah.
they can watch
Y-
you.
You can see how I flail miserably and how I don't know the steps. When they turn, I just turn around. I follow them, whatever hand moves they do. So
How many groups
yeah,
were there
it's
and did they at least, did you win? I'm not sure about this one.
yeah, we won
It was all
second or
worth
third.
it.
Yeah, we won. I think it's second. Yeah, second. We won second runner up. The winners were Angel Sanctuary with Alodia and Luna and
Oh,
everyone. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I think, yeah.
the Angel Sanctuary group. So we're the second. We're the biggest, largest group ever. 26 members and all. And yeah, we pulled it successfully.
Congratulations for winning second place in the early
Yeah.
times. Because, winning before was really big because The cosplay isn't really as accurate. It's more of how you portray your character. That's what I that's why I was following it before. I'm still following it now. It's just I feel insecure with all these pretty ladies. Also guys cosplaying girls. Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
so
And to think, yeah, and to think at that time, wigs, contact lenses are not,
yes.
cosplays are not as accurate as what it is today.
Yeah.
So most of the cosplays way back then are like who got closet, you sew it yourself. You the armors are not that realistic looking. So most
One time
of
use
the
armors.
cosplayers, yeah, most of the ones that you can afford to buy the wigs, um the contact lenses and the full costumes were, the rich ones.
The rich kids.
So yeah, the rich kids.
Okay, so before we go to the main questions, but we I think people already know this is going to be about cosplay because she is like my cosplay mama. If we have drag queen mama, she's my cosplay mama. So before we move on, so people would know you more. What is your like most memorable childhood movie and why?
Most memorable childhood movie was The Exorcist.
Well, that is memorable. You will never forget it, and you can never sleep
Yes,
after you watch it.
yes. The Exorcist, 1975, where the lead actress was Linda Blair.
Oh my god, I don't like that
Yes,
movie.
the oldest Exorcist.
Why?
So why memorable?
You have a
I
weird
first
childhood.
watched that movie. Yeah, I first watched that movie when I was 6 or 7. Six
Okay.
or seven. My aunt, may her soul rest in peace. So
Mm,
my aunt was the one who encouraged us to watch that movie. So um I I didn't remember why she forced us to watch it, but as I grow older, I have learned that she wants us to be aware that there are demons,
oh,
and
okay.
as well as there are gods.
Yeah.
So she's a Catholic, Pentecost. I think it's just a Pentecost,
Okay.
her religion. Shows as an early age she forced us to believe in those things. Like if you believe in God, then you must also believe there are demons.
There's always two
So
sides.
yes, there are two sides on this world. So if there's God, since she's very religious, so she wants us to learn that there are also demons, and these demons can do these things to us.
Good point. Good point.
So
When I have a kid, which may not ever happen, she will watch the movie. She will watch only scary
yeah,
movies because I don't watch scary movies.
maybe that's also the reason why I don't get scared easily,
Yeah.
because I grew up watching those kinds of movies, and I'm also fascinated with the demonology. I mean the demons. I also curious about this nature, the nature of about demons, the King Solomon, etc.
I kind
Something
of
like
like
that. So
just the lore and where the stories came
yes,
from, but not to
yeah,
the point that. But just to clear, we don't practice anything scary.
yes.
We
And
just
I
like
just
to
wanted.
read about it.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't worship them. I just want to broaden my knowledge about things. You know, as what they say, ignorant is not an excuse.
Yes, it's not.
So,
It's never.
so as much as you want to know anything, learn everything.
Try to at least get to. get
Yeah.
get like hints of stuff you read about. Don't believe everything
Yes.
you read, though. Please don't.
Yes.
Make sure it's a good source before you spreading it. You start spreading stuff out. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah. Maybe you can start with movies.
movies. Yeah, learn why the movie was made. Where were the lores? You know, like the what's the other movie? I think the lady or woman in the water or yung or
Yes.
la it's Spanish
La
what?
Llorona.
Yes, that's the one.
La
Thank
La
you.
Llorona.
So I know
The crying woman?
there's a legend about it about her kids being kidnapped and that's why she's kidnapping kids because she thinks it's her kids.
Oh, I didn't know the story about La Llorona. I
That's
all I know is that she's a crying lady.
she's crying because apparently her kids die in the lake or river. So she
Oh.
lures in kids to water, bodies of water, and kills them because she thinks those are her kids. So okay, so you know it's already nighttime. We don't want to scare people when they listen to this. We'll move on to what is the reason why I have you here. It's because I want this podcast to be more about cosplay. So tell us
Yes.
about when you started. Is your cosplay the Magic Knight cosplay group was that your first time? And
No.
yeah, let's just basically start with that. That's my first question. When you started and why did you start cosplay?
Okay. So ever since I was in fifth grade, I was a big anime fan. It all started with Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Yeah, Sailor Moon every Sunday at ABC 5.
Oh yeah.
So, ever since I was in elementary school, I like to watch girls superpowers. You know Gem
Oh, Gem and
and
the
the
holograms.
Misfits. Yes, and the Three Misfits, something like that.
Yes,
So
the
they're like
Misfits.
Barbies.
I
Di
have a
ba? They're like
copy.
Barbies.
Yeah,
And when Sailor Moon came back in 1994, 95, I was like, wow, this is a new kind of Barbies,
yeah.
girls, something like that with
Transforming.
magic,
Yeah.
transforming, sexy girls and handsome boys, something like that.
True.
So it got me fascinated a lot, and I had been a big fan ever since then. And I think I was in fifth grade to sixth grade. So it all started with Sailor Moon. And then as time goes on, I started with collecting stuff, Barbies, paper dolls,
Yes.
texts. So that's where I started collecting stuffs regarding Sailor Moon. And then ever since Sailor Moon became a big hit in the Philippines, other series follows like um, I think way back then Dragon Ball was already airing, Voltes
Yes.
5,
Yes.
Daimos, and then in came I think I was in high school already when um move animes in Channel 9 started airing every 6 p.m. like Ranma One Half, Pat Labor,
Sweet Tales of
um
Saint Tail.
yes, Sweet Tales of Saint Tail, Raijin O. So those things started in Channel 9. So they're actually Channel 9 is the original Channel 9 and Channel 5 were the original anime station TV stations
Is
way
it,
back then.
sorry, is it? I think it's 9 and 13.
9 and 13. And then there's Yu Yu Hakusho,
Yeah,
Ghost
it's from
Fighter.
13.
Yes. And then Tokusatsu was also a big hit back then. Tokusatsu means
Ah, okay.
like Masked Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mask
Masked
Rider back.
Man, Bus Rider, Turbo Ranger,
Turbo Rangers. Yeah.
that Machine Man. Ma-
Driver.
most of those had become a hit way back from 94 to 99. So
Wow.
Hunter x Hunter, and then came Channel 7 with all these animes, and then text, something like that. So um I think conventions started in 2000. The first ever anime convention held in the Philippines was Anime Explosion. Anime Explosion 2000.
Yes, I think it was.
It was held in SM Mega Mall. Yeah, SM Mega Mall, and it was, I think it was a big hit if you think about it right now, because their first ever guest was Yu Watase.
Ah, Fushigi
So
Yugi.
yes, from Fushigi Yugi. She's the creator of Fushigi Yugi.
Yep.
So um I saw her. She was giving autographs, and it was not as big of a fuzz as like what everyone is experienced. Like you have to get meet and greet tickets, you have to line up for her autograph, you have to line. It was not like that back then. You had just go to the stage, ask for her autograph, ask for a picture, and then
It's
she
very
was willing
lenient.
to. Yeah, it's very very lenient way back then. And then that was the first convention. So many were invited to cosplay. So back then, cosplay was not a word. It was costume play.
Mm-hmm.
So go to the event, wear your costumes with your favorite of your favorite character, and then on cosplay was I think cosplay was born.
In the
So
Philippines.
I was yeah. So I was just an attendee. I was just an attendee going there. That I think it was just a one hall event back 2000 in year 2000 2001. So my first ever cosplay competition was in 2002 2000. I think it was 2002. Cosplay on ice.
Oh,
It was also held in SM Mega Mall, but in the ice rink.
yeah. I
So
also saw photos of those.
so um I thinking about it, I don't think I officially call it my first cosplay ever. But it is the cosplay event that I compete.
Okay.
Um Back then I don't know anything about cosplay. All I have to do is I have to look like what the Japanese wear, or like, or if you could remember Morning Musume, the way they dress,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way they like
So you went more into the
very
fashion
girly
than
girly
an
something.
actually cosplay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So I said that when I was on I didn't even know how to skate back then. So they have to assist me, and then you have to go to the mic, have to go to the stage. They will ask question what character you cosplay. I just said I'm cosplaying Morning Musume. So
Momosu.
so I think I just joined just for the fun of it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was not really an official cosplay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the next one I did was in 2004. It was I think uh I could not remember the sequence of the cosplay, but it was between 2004 to 2009. I did Diva from Blood Plus, and then Magic Knight Ray Earth. Um I I think I remember 2005 it's UP Kame. So we did an X99 group cosplay.
Wait, I was
So
there.
I was yes, I was the ghost. Like Kotori.
Kotori in white.
Yes, yes. the sister of Kamui. So I was the ghost. I have to think of something of a dress because way back then you don't know where to get these costumes and the wigs, the uh contact lenses. Contact lenses price was about like 2,000,
Yes.
and then wigs is about 5,000 each.
Yeah.
So you have to think of something so you can join this event. So I have to I have to tear my old cotillion dress and I have to sew it back so it will look like a white gown. So it
Yeah.
was my old cotillion dress, and I have to use my own hair. I have to color my hair brown back then. So color my own hair. I have to sew I think I sew my um coterie dress with my own hands. So
Nice.
my own dress, and then pack. We compete in the UP Kame. Me as a ghost. So
Kotori.
yes, as coterie of X99. And then that was I think 2005 in UP Kame. Then 2006, we did the photo shoot and then the MKR. So the people who were in X99, those were also the same people in MKR,
Hmm.
but we grew larger. So we accommodate around, I think, the characters from season 1 to season 2. So that's why we have around 26 members. And then the next one, I think, was we compete another cosplay event in Mangaholix. I think it was 2008. So that's where you
I was
you
supposed to be there, but I got replaced.
by Eve.
Some, yeah, because my
Ah,
grandmother
okay.
died, and I can't
Oh,
go, and I wasn't allowed to go. I was supposed to follow to just at least cheer you, but yeah, it went the whole day, so I wasn't able. So yeah, during the actual competition, it was Ev. It was Evie.
oh,
She's Evie now. She's a Pokemon.
okay. So it was EV. 2009, right? It was Mangaholix, Manga Mania
I'm not
in
sure.
PLLC. 2008,
I'm not sure if
2007.
it's 2008 or 2009.
So
We'll fact check.
we did the
I
yeah,
will
we did
put.
the competition there. This time it was our members of our clan. So it was Bear, Yumi. So it was Code Geass, right? We did the Code Geass. So from then on, I think
Oh,
the
wait,
cosplay.
wait. I just want to tell. That's how we got our name Skittles for our cosplay group because they were really colorful. So I
Colorful.
think
We're very
who was it?
colorful.
I think it was Kiko that called us Skittles.
Yes.
So we started using
So
the
and
term
I think it
Skittles.
was Kiko and Harvey. It was Kiko and Harvey, I think.
Okay.
We said that we were so colorful, like nips. So yeah, I remember your heads look like nips. Sabi niya. So no, we're not nips. Those are local. No, they're cheap. So we're not cheap. We're Skittles. So from then on, we got the name Skittles.
Skittles. We will link there to our Facebook page, but it's inactive because the admin sucks.
Yes. So I think it was also around that time that I got interested in photography.
Yeah, you did start taking photos around
So
there.
I started taking photos. I got curious with how people Harvey and Irving because
Irving.
yeah I got their shots are really beautiful. Their work is really amazing, especially with JM's set. You know, I thought that I want to produce something like this. I want to produce this kind of photos for my friends.
Mm,
You know, it because back then it was very hard to get a set of photographers. So
yeah.
I told them that someday I want to learn how to shot like this, how to get this um composition that I really want. So I got a brief tutorial from Irving as well as from Kiko, but Kiko and Harvey are Canon user, and I think Irving is this I think Harvey is the Nikon user. No. I think both of them are Canon users. So I think it was Irving, and then back then it was Ceres. I got used Nikon D40,
Yeah.
so
Is
it was
Cyrus
my
still
very
okay? Wait,
first.
wait. Who's Cyrus?
No. I don't know where Ceres is now.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah. Someone else's
no,
camera. What's your
yeah,
camera's?
I don't.
What's your camera's name?
Huh? Now, my camera is a Nikon D80 right now, and I named her Arya.
Arya. Oh,
Arya.
so that's yeah. I remember because you're uploading photos and you call this like Arya's album.
Yes, Arya.
So yeah, so that's So yeah, I was joining cosplays with because of you guys, because I don't think I could do it alone.
Well, it's much more fun if you're cosplaying with friends.
Yeah, with a
Um,
group that you know well.
yes, that you know very well, that your circle of friends, you get the comfort of doing something you like with the people you love. You know,
Uh,
unlike the day that I don't want to compare the cosplay back then and now, but the toxicity in the community is very rampant,
yes,
and it's more like the fun is gone, and more on like they're cosplaying because they want to be famous, not because they want to cosplay the character that they really love or they really know. They
oh
just cosplay it because it's in, it's famous, it everyone knows it. So
yeah.
they're like they're racing for the who will be the first one to cosplay it.
Who will be
So
called Tanjiro of the Philippines?
yes,
So
yes.
let's not do that, people. Characters are not owned by whoever cosplayed it first. It's owned by the author.
I remember.
You know, copyright.
Yes, I
This is
remember.
where copyright comes in. Everybody that has cosplayed and declared themselves that of the Philippines, you're technically um, copyright infringing.
Yeah, that's why. Um, it's probably the reason why I got disappointed. Or I don't cosplay in the conventions anymore. I much prefer to do photo shoots these days. I mean, in the past years,
Yeah,
I much better do photo shoots than attend conventions because of toxicity in the community.
you know they both end with T, so yeah. What? What? Never mind. So basically covered everything. So now you're not cosplaying. You're into the more of the photography, right? So, I would kind
Yes.
of. You do have your own Facebook page for your photography.
Yes, I have, but I just wanted to emphasize that I am not a paid photographer. I only do this for free, and when I'm free, I have no work, and I usually do this photo shoots every Sunday. So that's why the name of photography page D7. So it's letter D as in dog
Yeah.
or delta, and then dash, and then 7 th, D7.
Okay.
So it's to emphasize that I can only do these photo shoots every the seventh day
Of
of
the
the
week.
week.
Nice. I didn't think about it before. I was like, is it because it's her real name starts with D? I was like, Maybe.
No. It's actually day off. It's actually day off on the seventh day.
Ah, okay. Now I know.
Yeah,
We will link this.
seventh.
You will have links and you could like her photos.
Yeah. Thank you.
She
Please like my page.
she did have a shoot with one of our cosplayer friends as Tanjiro. Yeah.
Yes, that was my latest project. It was
Before
from
all
Tad.
this crazy stuff happened,
Yes, before this everything, before we were being in person in our homes.
I would rather be in prison in my house than somewhere else. So I'm fine. But but
Prepare.
as to some of the people I've spoke to that I know are already like introverts or no yeah introverts, they are saying that they feel like they're overcharged now. I feel like I'm overcharged, that I need to go out. Some of the people I know felt like they've already been overcharged from staying at home, even if they are introverts. So I hope, hopefully, not too crazy stuff would be coming out from when we do get to go out again. Because I've heard that we're sort of flattening the curve, according to a UP report.
Wow. I really hope that was real.
I think it's more of local transmissions are low now. It's not as crazy. But then again, there is that, how many tests are we doing to say that we really flattened the curve? Okay, enough about politics. Let's talk about, I mean, not politics, but the virus. Let's talk about something else. So, so it's about cosplay. So, what is your favorite cosplay? I mean, your favorite costume that you have? And what makes you so proud of it, or why is it your favorite?
My favorite so far would be my Sakura cosplay.
Oh, yay! Mama
That
Sakura.
the Horuno, the Uchiha, yeah, the Uchiha Sakura cosplay. Because everyone says I executed perfectly, you know. So
I saw the photos and I did like it. Also, it looks so fun because you did have a nat. Achan was, I forgot her name. I'm sorry, I'm not into the Naruto. What's,
and
yeah, what was her character? I think it was Sakura's daughter, right?
yes, it was it was Sakura. I don't think she's cosplaying Sarada.
During
I
your
think she
group cosplay?
no. Um my my Sakura cosplay was only at about trial cosplay.
Oh,
So
okay.
I didn't have the time or the chance to um cosplay her in conventions or events. But I do have the full cosplay set. Actually, I have a ton. I have a lot of plans together with Belle. So I have Sakura, I have Tenten, I have Tokito Muichiro from Demon Slayers. I have 2B as well.
To
As
be,
in
yeah, I
I
saw the
have
2B trial before.
yes, I have the 2B and then I have also I have already commissioned her sword from Gibbs, Master Gibbs. Hi Master
Yes!
Gibbs. And then it was I think it was lying here for 3 years already. 4 years
That's
already.
how, I don't know, I feel like that's how I would cosplay because like how most, or the, I wouldn't say ancient, like the first people of the cosplay community, if it's either they go out crazy inaccurate or super accurate, like Lyron
Yes.
and Gibbs.
Yes.
Um, yeah, so it takes years for some to get, because it's their, because it's like yours. I know you like Sakura a lot, so it's like your ultimate. in a way, ultimate cosplay when you get to actually do it. Knowing you, you would want it to be perfect.
It takes a lot of time and preparations and planning and gathering of materials, especially if you're the one who's going to do it from scratch. So you have to gather the angles, the images. You have to watch every episode, even read the manga. If you have to watch all the movies just to get to know the character very well. And then after that, you have to either if you want to do it from the scratch, you have to cut fabrics or by yourself, or you have to ask tailors to sew the costume for you, or commissions like Gibbs or Liron to do the armors if your cosplay is armor. So costumes actually depends, or the time actually depends on what costume. If you're just cosplaying a uniform wearing characters, then I think 1 month of preparation is enough. But if you're like planning to cosplay bunny and tiger, like armors, and especially like what we have today, they have LED lights or something and
Mhm.
full armored characters. It usually takes about 3 to 6 months in preparation.
Yeah, it would
And
depend on how good your prop master is, or how
and
busy they are. Because I know some of them would take it would take a lot of time to create, and then there is a line, especially with Gibbs.
and most the normies, normal people who don't know anything about cosplay, thought that cosplay is like, you know mascot, like they can borrow everything from Halloween. It some cosplayers are very frustrated about it, because cosplay as I was saying, it's a form of art. And some people, normie people, thought it was just like regular costume in theaters or in plays, but it's not. So it 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 takes a lot of time, effort, love to create one character, from one simple character to more complicated characters.
Mm.
So it also takes a lot of money. You know, it takes the cost of each cosplay. It's it's it's, it's not a joke.
Yes. Speaking of costs, because you've been to like the start and now, and you did say you started with just scraps from like your old cotillion gown, and then to now that you could basically buy everything online.
Mm.
Do you think it's easier to cosplay now, or is it harder in a
Yes, I
sense
think
of you trying to stand out as not just somebody who got their costumes online?
there are advantages and disadvantages of readily made, or materials that are readily available right now. If you want to cosplay something, there are many online shops or shops right now where you can just click the button if you want a character. For example, the Demon Slayers. So it was a trend last year. So there are a lot of shops opening for costumes readily made from head to toe, complete set. So there are for readily made available costumes. There are, as I've said, there are advantages and disadvantages. For the advantages, you don't have to look further or look anywhere for a full set costume. I mean, you can easily buy it online.
Mhm.
You can have the wig, the contact lens, the nails, the full set from inner to outer, even the shoes. You can easily buy it online. And I think it's more on the convenience. You don't have to go to Divisoria to check for um the patterns on the or the kind of the textile or clothes you need to use. Or for example, for Nezuko, or I mean Nezuko's kimono, there are patterns there. So if you were living back then and you're going to cosplay Nezuko, you have to line every single lines on her kimono.
Yeah,
So
you
right now
have
you
to
don't have,
draw it.
yeah, yeah, you have to draw it for like markers, or you have to sew it with a needle and thread. So right now you don't have to do that anymore. I mean, the convenience is there, the efficiency of um buying the costume, and all you have to do is just buy it and then you can cosplay it. But the disadvantages of this is that the issues last year or in this past year, like I cosplayed it first. So I'll be the
The
character
Nezuko of the
coach.
Philippines.
Yes, the Nezuko of the Philippines.
Nezuko
And like I
PH.
cosplayed, yes, and then it would be the start of some friends disputes or quarrels. Like I cosplayed it first. Why are you going to cosplay it again? Right? So there was an issue like that. So I cosplayed it first. Are you like
You,
are you copying me? Are you copying my set of cosplays? Like, so those are the advantages. Like um the the process of cosplaying characters right now is very fast.
mm,
So like at the click of a finger, your costume is there. So the there are just many. I don't know if there are just for example, in one convention there are so many Nezuko. There are so many Rem, and I don't know the two characters, the two maids, the pink and blue haired characters from
I just
RE
only,
Zero,
yeah, I just know
Rem
Rem.
and Ram.
I think Rem and
Rem
Ram.
and Yes. And then there are so many Zenitsus. So it's like a Kagebunshin of Naruto in a conventions.
Yeah, it feels like I know it has been a trend. I think ever since Attack on Titan, that one
Yes, there
particular
are so
event
many.
becomes an Attack of Titan convention because everyone is just
Yes.
cosplaying Attack on Titan.
Yeah, so it has become a joke every convention that whenever there's a lot of characters in a convention, they would call that event into that character's name, like Naruto convention, like
Yeah,
Attack on Titan convention, So I think the real competition now is how characters can create their own costumes themselves. That's the highest tier of cosplay right now. For
I
example,
mm,
Kamui Cosplay.
she creates her own costume.
I I
I
haven't.
think,
Kamui. Kamui.
I
and
have to check. I haven't
then
been to like following
yes,
cosplayers for some
have to
time
check.
now.
Yes, but there are still others that are getting well known because they execute the characters really well.
Yeah, this is a question I want to ask for photographers, but since I have you and you like taking photos of cosplayers, would you consider a photo that's been heavily photoshopped as a good cosplay photo?
In a sense, yes and no. Yes and no. Yes.
I would say,
Um,
yeah, give an example of your yes and give an example of no. Just don't drop
like
who
I
the
have to
photographer, like
like I
an
have
example.
to yeah, like I have to, if I were a photographer, like I have to um Photoshop or heavily Photoshop a character, and then the other. Okay, so well, when I learned photography, my principle is to stick to the as naturally as possible. You know, if you have freckles on your cheeks, let's leave it like that
Mm-hmm.
because it's you. Let I wanted to I wanted to have something of yourself to remain on your photos because you're just cosplaying, you're not the character itself.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to put it like half and half human, half character. No, I want to show this is you and this is the character.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have flows, I wanted to maintain um the minimal amount of flows in you.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as possible, I also want um edit or to Photoshop some things like for example um in dark spots, uneven skin.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I wanted to Photoshop. But I don't want to be biased about because let's be honest about some things. Some photographers prefer their subjects to be very pretty, you know, very pretty, very presentable in their photos,
Mm-hmm.
sexy, flawless. Some photographers prefer to I just remembered some photos that were heavily photoshopped, like this is not him anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to be done because if you don't do this, then if you release this photo, then there's a possibility that this person will be ridiculed, you know like he didn't cosplay the right or why does his wig look like that,
Mm-hmm.
or why does there are many flaws that the a photographer has um to fix when it comes to Photoshop. So it's a yes and a no,
Okay.
But as for me, I have to put 50-50, and then I have to ask. Actually, it is my habit to always ask the person first that, do you want me to edit this? Do you want me to remove this? Do you want me to fix this? Or do you want me to show this? It's always their last say. It's always their decision if they wanted to fix something on their photos. So I just don't fix anything without their consent. Because in the end, it's their photos. It's not mine. I'm just their photographer.
Nice. Yeah, with that, we go to I'm gonna ask permission now. So I think you already know, but permissions I would always do because I will be posting this video on YouTube, so I need consent or permission for you that this is okay to upload on YouTube. Please don't say no, because
Yes.
it would be like we were talking for almost an hour now, and you're gonna say no.
No.
What am I
Yes,
gonna
of
do with this
course.
1 hour recording? Thanks, ate. Yeah. Um, what else? I was supposed to do something.
But
I'm bad. I'm so bad with
I
this
just
one.
wanted to add that everything I have said is my own opinion. There are many sensitive topics of what we have discussed.
Regarding cosplay, yes.
Yes, regarding cosplay,
Please
there are
don't
many
eat
topics.
me and Aya
Yes,
alive. As again with the first podcast, because we kind of dealt with a bit of politics, so
yeah,
even though it was just hints. If you have issues, leave it in the comment and I will leave you.
yes,
If I could correct it and maybe point out why we said that, I will comment and reply to
yes,
you. But if not, I will just leave you with a smiley face. We don't need stress right
yes.
now at this time. So
Let's have fun. You know, let's make our world a better place to live.
Yes, because it's already hard and crazy.
Yes.
What else? I don't have a script. That's for you to know. I just sent you the questions. I have outlines, but I what else do I need to do now? I forgot. I did ask for your permission already.
Well, I just wanted to say Sylvie and I are one of those veteran cosplayers.
I am not.
Ayy!
Yee!
You are. We've been
Ah,
cosplaying like since 2009.
yeah.
Shining Tears X Wind,
Wait, that's
Lampara
2008.
de Oro. Di
I just
ba?
dragged myself down a year. Yeah, that was 2008. I did like the
Yes.
Shining Tears, but I will be honest at this time. I wouldn't say that was a cosplay for me because I don't exactly know how the anime or the game was it a game and that
Was it
particular series.
Clakalan?
Yes, that particular series worked because I haven't really
Well, well,
watched it.
we were dragged by Belle. You know, we were dragged by Belle. All of us were dragged by
Really?
Belle. So yes, I didn't even know the character. I just know that it was Tony Taka's artwork.
Hmm.
Um, all of a sudden she said, "Ate Aya, you have to cosplay. You have to cosplay Hume. Who's that? Who's that? Who's Hume?
Maybe next
So you
time I
have to
should
watch this.
bring
This
Belle.
this is the anime. You have to watch that."
I'll bring Belle and she can defend herself about this cosplay group. Defend yourself, Belle. How did you get everyone to
Yes.
join Shining Tears? Win.
If she wanted, yeah, if she wanted or if she has a plan for group cosplay, she always drags people around her. You know, like Blood Plus. I mean, no, it's um Abel, Kane, what Trinity Blood.
Trinity, which we still haven't started.
You know, my costume of Augusta Seth Nightlord is still there, and Mirka Fortuna. It's
Yeah,
still
Gina
there.
Fortuna.
I sew it with my own hands. I decorated every single gold and rubies on it. And what year is today?
2020. What? I don't know what this is. This a year? Should we
Uh,
acknowledge 2020 as a year?
when was the time that we're planning that?
I think he did some of a few
2014?
characters. Was it 2014?
2014?
Was it Boa?
6 years ago? I think so.
It was during Best
Uh,
of Anime. I will check and just
and
paste it
she
somewhere in
went
the edit.
with as Katerina Sforza, right?
Yes. I don't remember, but I know
When
I
was
was
it?
there.
2012. Oh my god, that's 2012.
Is it really? I'll have to check. I don't. I can't type on my PC because it will make crazy noise. But I know we were thinking about doing a photo shoot for that one. So we were thinking, you guys were thinking of
Mm.
adding more characters, and I'm still thinking about which character to do. And I still haven't watched the whole anime. I have a copy of it, but I still haven't watched it. So Belle, you know you're next. You have to explain yourself. Why do you keep
Uh,
dragging people to cosplay groups?
you know, you have to interview her. Right now, she's very busy with her husbands.
Husband?
Husbands. You
Oh,
know,
I'm
yes.
neglecting mine.
She has
She has
she has
husbands.
a lot of
2D.
husbands.
2D husbands. I'm
Really.
neglecting mine.
To the husbands.
You also have 2D husbands.
I do have Oda Nobunaga, Gavin.
Gavin.
What else? Yeah. At least I have two. Belle has like five.
And one of them likes strawberries. I forgot who that one is.
That would be Tsumogu. Oh, I
Ah,
know.
you are best friends. Maybe, yeah. Maybe next time I will drag. Since she likes dragging people to cosplay groups, I will drag Belle to this podcast.
Well, you can do a dual interview with us, the both of us.
Maybe next
I can
time. Would you
imagine the
want to join next week?
yes, I want to
So we'll
every
try and
Sunday.
see.
Okay, every
Yeah,
Sunday. That's my
yeah.
free time.
I'm just doing it on Sundays because um I know I explained this.
Hey,
I kind of explained it that every Saturday I would edit whatever was done Sunday last week and then record just records on Sunday and edits on Saturdays. I don't even know my dates anymore.
perfect,
So wait, let me just check
perfect.
something. Yeah, I think we're done. Thank you very much for your time,
You're
Cosplay
welcome.
Mama. You are still my cosplay mama. That doesn't. It sounds weird when I say cosplay mama. Um.
Thank
So
you.
so
Thank you
I
for
think you.
listening.
Yeah, I think you have the first three people I know for privacy reasons doesn't really share a lot, but you have a few things you want to share because you do have your Facebook pages.
Yes,
Plug
yes,
away! I will just put the links as well on the description.
yes.
Plug away! Plug, 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 plug.
Okay, so I have a photography page. So if you have any photography or photo shoot that you want me in, you can give me an invite, but as long as I'm free or I can do it, just give me a message.
With
So
social
um
distancing.
yeah, social distancing, but not right now. We're still having a pandemic. So maybe a year from now, or if a vaccine is already administered to everyone, so you can give me an invite. But as of now, you can like my page. It's facebook.com/D7 photography. That's D7TH photography.
Yes.
And I also have a cosplay page,
Yes,
which
she
I didn't
does.
update. I have no time to update. I have no cosplays or recent cosplay. I have no new cosplays. So I don't know. I think the last post was still way back 2008, but I'm still keeping it. So if you have a time, kindly like my page. It's Aya Freya Cos. AYAFREYACOS.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
every link will be in my description for you to easily find it. Easily find it. And we have been talking for about an hour now. Thank you very much for your time. And this is now how
Hey,
I end this
thank
video.
you.
Bye!